Hey guys, what's going on? Third Street Reactions here. We're back. I'm Shane.
Zack.
We're back with The Bad Batch, Season 2, Episode 7. Okay, Zack, last time we went to Kashyyyk with Gunji and the gang. Mm-hmm. And we had some of our favorite Trandoshan people.
Yeah, and the bounty hunter.
Doing Trandoshan things.
Venomer.
Yeah.
His name was
yeah.
more. Can't quite remember the pronunciation, but they were there. Trandoshans were rounding up Wookiees and clearing forest for the Empire. And they were using tanks.
I imagine they're using the Wookiees for slavery because it's been established before, yeah.
And they were the tanks they were using. I remember that detail that they look like separatist tanks.
Yeah.
Long story short, they got Gunji home. He was accepted by the Wookiees, and
yeah, but the spider guy
broke bread.
Got Venomer.
Yeah, and the spider guy got Venomer.
Spider people, yeah. I think they're called netcasters. So they
don't look like the spiders you see in
Fallen Order. Yeah.
So I'm not sure if there's those and
yeah. When I looked them up after, they just called them netcasters. I'm sure just have a nickname, but they don't look exactly like them. But I wonder if it's one of those things. I mean, I remember there were spiders in Kashyyyk and they were terrible.
Yeah, it looks like huge ass spiders. They're kind of monstrous looking. They don't look like giant tarantulas.
I wonder if it's one of those things. It's kind of like the Pike syndicates. They have kind of different designs. I wonder if it's anything like that. In the end, they were in the tree houses eating that slob. Whatever that was. Mm-hmm. And it was just kind of a little happy ending.
Wookiee gruel.
A tiny little arc here. I think it's a 2-episode arc. Before we do, if you guys want to support us, leave a comment down below. Tell us what you think. Head to our Patreon to see this episode full length uncut. Head back here after to hear our review. Let's jump in.
Even the Senate. It's not right. Well, there's nothing we can do about it. Let it go. How can I? Camino was our home. We destroyed it. We were following orders. Oh, were we? And then why is Rampart covering it up, huh?
He's gonna die.
So this bar was...
he's gonna kill him.
Yeah, this bar was actually established in Clone Wars. It's called
79s. He's gonna kill his buddy.
Kate, stop. You know what Rampart's capable of. It's too dangerous. I need your help. Together we can...
While the cataclysmic storm on Camino was tragic,
This
the
fucker.
reality is that without the production of new clone troopers, we are vulnerable. Admiral Rampart's proposed defense recruitment bill will keep us protected. But the mid and outer rims are rife with insurgents.
That's something.
We must be protected.
Senator Pamela, and she could be a teenager. Amidala was 14 when she got elected queen.
Put forward by then Chancellor Palpatine during the Separatist crisis.
Senator Ortega.
Shifting to a military of citizens swearing loyalty fundamentally goes against the principles of this body.
The Emperor, as always, trusts this delegation to act in the best interest of all galactic citizens.
They're not droids to simply be shut down. These are soldiers who defended us, defended our worlds. You now wish to discard them, leave them with nothing. Is that how we repay them for their service? Or do they not get a say in their future?
I am open to discussing any and all provisions you or the clones have in mind.
I am not the one who will suffer if it doesn't pass.
It will. A few vocal senators will not derail us.
They already have.
I have measures in place to ensure that doesn't happen. Let Senator Chuchi make her demands for the clones. Once she's appeased, the defense recruitment bill will be approved long before any of the provisions she's seeking come due.
So now they want us out?
That's why I'm here, to better understand your needs.
I need to stay a trooper. Can you make that happen?
Well, no. Once a clone has completed the required rotations...
Yeah, the Empire declares us obsolete. We know. I'd rather be out there fighting those insurgent groups that keep popping up.
And what happens when you're too old to fight?
That's not a scenario we're trained to think about.
It's time you did.
Good reason.
All of you.
We're not trained to think about that.
As difficult as it is to accept, your military service will come to an end.
I wonder if there's like any kind of easy way you can amend that bill just to throw in like a fucking, small deal.
Yeah. Probably they don't want to take care of him.
Senator.
Yes?
Are you truly intent on helping clones?
You have no representation in the Senate. You deserve to have someone speak on your behalf.
It won't matter. Admiral Rampart can't be trusted.
Why not?
He's lied to you. To everyone. Camino wasn't destroyed by a storm. It was an attack. Ordered by Rampart himself.
Senator Chuchi, Admiral Rampart is expecting you.
Have you located Trooper CT-0409?
Not yet, but we will keep looking. You expect the Empire to fund a new military and full pensions for millions of clone troopers.
If that is not manageable, Admiral, then perhaps now is not the time for your recruitment bill.
Oh, I wish that were the case. But the murmurs of rising threats and insurgency are more than rumors. My priority is keeping the galaxy safe.
The storm that caused the cities of Camino
Not
to fall.
now, woman.
How is it that you survived?
I was taking part in a training exercise off-world. If I had been present, perhaps more could have been saved. Senator Chuchi, you've received a secure communication.
From whom? Yes?
You caused quite a stir during yesterday's
Yeah, I mean, this is the first
Curious
episode.
how speaking up for what's right has become an act that causes a stir, unlike inaction, apathy, or ignorance. Surprisingly so. I expected more pushback, yet he conceded to many of my requests for the clones.
Rampart is skilled at saying all the right things, especially when he doesn't want anyone looking deeper.
So I've been hearing.
There are other whispers, if you listen closely enough. The issue of clone rights is part of a much bigger picture. These insurgencies that have arisen, their numbers are growing. And the Emperor is afraid. It's rather convenient, wouldn't you say? How a catastrophic storm destroyed the cloning facilities on Camino, making way for the Empire's new military. Tipoca City, designed to be submersible, weathered thousands of storms over the years. Yet it's suddenly wiped off the map.
I'm at the rendezvous. Where are you?
I'm en route. Anytime.
Senator?
You're a hard person to track down.
What are you doing here?
I believe you were telling the truth about Admiral Rampart.
Were you followed? If you can get to me, so can they. Yeah, he's right. And you don't need me. The evidence you want is aboard Rampart's ship. Check the bridge's command log. I saved a backup to the social system.
I love Rex. And I love the role that he's playing in this show now.
Oh, yeah.
What is going on?
I was hoping you could tell me. I came to meet a clone contact of mine when I heard the blaster fire.
Slip told me about what truly happened to Camino. I wanted him to testify before the Senate.
Someone was sent to make sure that would never happen.
Where are we?
A couple of friends of mine own this garage. They're gone for a bit.
Oh, okay.
Nice of you to join us. You got a name? Tell me whose orders you are following. I'll let you go. No, you won't. Captain Rex. You're fighting the wrong battle, brother. You're limited. So what does that make you? I believe,
Fucking cyanide capsule.
Yep. What'd you think, dude?
That was really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously didn't see the Bad Batch, but we're seeing bits and pieces of people connected to them, and seeing the world as the world's being built.
The theme of the show is kind of like this transition. And the phasing out of the clones and what are they now. And I remember Filoni, when he was talking about this, saying, yeah, you know, the kids didn't like that one. Because as I was watching, I was trying to think, why wouldn't they like it? But I'm like, there's these no action, there's these long pauses to build intrigue for older fans. Obviously,
Yeah.
it's really cool, and I liked it quite a bit for all those reasons. Got to see Masamada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And he's in. A lot of people always wonder, but yeah, he's closely woven into Palpatine's inner circle. He knows.
he knows pretty much most of the dark, shady Imperial
Yeah,
shit.
and he knew Palpatine was a Sith too. He's one of the only people who ever knew.
Yeah, him and
At least in the old canon, he definitely knew the secret in the old canon. Yeah.
I mean, I know he has those advisors that you see in by
Yeah.
the time that
I know there's an answer to it. I can't remember. I remember it was relatively satisfying. Like, why does he trust this Masamada? And there's a reason for it. I can't remember what it is though. It was cool seeing. I mean, the Clone Wars it's a gift that always keeps giving. They took those stories and those characters and a lot of those writers and obviously the animation team, and they made, and they're telling kind of slightly darker stories, I should say. Seeing Senator Chuchi, who that was season 1. That was that Hoth type planet. It was a moon of Pantora, because there were those one species that was living there. They're kind of like.
yeah, they kind of Yeti people.
Kind of like Yeti people, and they basically kind of like a stand-in for indigenous cultures, right?
Yeah,
and
Chuchi's
the military guy just kill them all. You know what I mean?
Chuchi's kind of playing a role kind of similar to Padme.
Yeah, she's picking up her and Mon Mothma kind of pick up her fight. The idea that a natural disaster destroyed.
Yeah, and I think we talked about this before. That obviously it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's
and
absurd.
it's funny because in the canon story for what they told the public was like an asteroid hit Alderaan. It's like they use these natural disasters, like Planet Vegeta, same thing,
Yeah.
But yeah, just like a tsunami. I think by storm they mean like a tsunami, like a violent.
Yeah, I know that, but it's
torrent.
like Organa was saying that the place has weathered storms.
Yeah.
For 3,000 years.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Or 300 years, whatever he said.
Yeah, he said a while, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. I thought it was interesting they use another natural disaster, and they use that in episode 4 for Alderaan. And they're trying to pass this bill. Chuchi's kind of in a way. They got Eliminator, but Rex is
They
here.
want to put the clones out to pasture, and they don't want to take care of them. Like, we're not going to spend money on that and them.
Yeah. And this? You know what I mean? I understand for probably young kids, it's not like the most exciting, but I really like this, and it's a good storyline. It really makes sense after the Clone Wars that this would be a real thing in this world.
Well, it's just a good storyline to follow.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. The transition with the Empire and the clones and their place in the military.
Yeah, and it is a transition. It's like he doesn't just declare it Empire Day and everyone's like, all right,
Yeah.
Guys, that's it. If you want to support us, check us out on Patreon to see the next 4 episodes on there. Also, leave a comment down below. If not, we'll see you next week on YouTube.